The content on this channel has been created for adults. If you're not at least 13 years of age or older, then please do not watch this content. Sorry, dude. Come back when you're 13.
Yeah, baby girl. You know what I wanna do. Come on. Yeah, baby girl.
What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Off Tap Life. Always a pleasure to be rock and roll with all you beautiful people around the globe. We got another reaction clip right. This one right here is coming from Kel the Dude. You already know Kel the Dude. Kel the Dude! His nickname today is Who Do You Want It to Be? Okay. Oh, it's up to me. Jeez. How about Kickin' Krispy Kreme Kelly? Kel, the king of kick. I just thought of that right now. Thank you. Thank you. Don't ask me to repeat it. I don't remember what I said, but. Anywho, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Borat. Guys, I just saw Borat. Oh my gosh, dude. I mean, not the movie, but I mean, I saw Borat. He was on, someone just freaking had him on the freaking YouTube. Dave, I think it was David. Pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was David. But yeah, anyways, freaking super awesome seeing Borat, because Borat's so funny. That guy's funny, and apparently he's got Borat 2 coming out, so that is going to be a freaking awesome movie. He is so talented, man, with putting on all those different voices and stuff. Remember, he used to do Ali G and all kinds of stuff, dude. Like, he is brilliant, man. Freaking brilliant. So I'm looking forward to it. But he's very nice, very nice. You know, in Kazakhstan, we would have it was so funny, man. I don't know. Anywho, we're gonna get into the reaction request. Shinedown, how did you love? Kelly wrote a little shout message. He said, "This one is for us all. Time is short." I say that all the time. Ask yourself what you want to be remembered for when people think of you after you're gone. That's powerful, and that's a good question. That is such a good question. You know, such a good question. And let's see what Shinedown's answer to that is right now, without further ado, for me, for Kel the Dude, for all of you. Let's go. Rolling.
Oh, for muse of truth, that we could descend into the darkest hells of our own inventions. A kingdom, a stage, a cave.
You can never sound all the thousand voices calling your name. You can have the light of the world blind you, bathe you in grace. But I don't see so easily what you hold in your hands. 'Cause castles crumble, kingdoms fall and turn into sand. You can be an angel of mercy or give in to hate. You can try to fight it just like every other careless mistake. How do you justify? I'm mystified by the ways of your heart. With a million lies, the truth will rise to tear you apart. Oh, no one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love?
Wow, man, Shinedown really bringing the shine down on this one, man. Seriously, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. But you know, I'm biased because I've become a Shinedown fan. But look, I love the fact that this is a song asking a really good question, man. asking a really good question, and I like that, man. How did you love? How did you love? How did you love? You know, when it's all said and done, how did you love? You know what I mean? I like this. Let's see what else they saying.
How did you love? Nothing ever feels quite the same when you are what you dream. And you will never look at anything the same when you see what I see. How we forget ourselves, lose our way from the cradle to the grave. You can't replicate or duplicate, gotta find your own way. Yeah. No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love? How did you love? This ain't no cross to bury. We are the judge and jury. We are the judge and jury. No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love? This ain't no cross to bear. We are the judge and jury. This ain't no cross to bear. We are the judge and jury. How did you love? 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 How did you love?
Wow. Wow, another great performance from Shinedown. How did you love? How did you love? How did you love? I love this song. I love the concept. I love the songwriting. Of course, is always on point with Shinedown. The music's always freaking tight. Everything is absolutely right where you expect it to be, because Shinedown does not miss a beat. They do it the way that they do it, and that is called very well, professionally, absolutely brilliantly, to the highest level of brilliance. They do it like that. That's how they drop it each and every time. Now, you know, you're here with a question presented to you, something to get you thinking and stuff, because it is one of those things. And there's so many multiple levels to the thought process on this particular thing, if you wanted to complicate it. But if you wanted to take it into its simplest form and actually literally just, if you were, you know, being judged, let's say, you know, you were being judged at the end of your life on your lifetime. Okay. And then it's like, how did you love, right? You know, that scenario, you know, like, what do you think, what mark did you leave on the planet? You know, how did people perceive you after the fact? You know, were you, you know, held in high regard or disregard? You know, did you become part of the solution, or were you part of the problem? You know, these are questions, man. These are questions. I think ultimately, though, me personally, when I think about this topic, I tend to overcomplicate it. I do overcomplicate it, because you gotta really think about, if you go really deep on this, you suddenly realize that unless you become, this is going to go deep, guys, but I want to say it because this is what my thoughts are. This is my opinion, right? Unless you become this huge person of importance in some shape, form, or fashion, or celebrity of some sort, or things like that, and that's pretty much where it ends, really. You know, if you are in the history books in some shape, form, or fashion for something, right? Good or bad. Because obviously you're going to be in the history books and remembered for a particular reason. You're only going to be remembered if that's the case in that shape, form, or fashion by a future generation, right? Because realistically, your lifetime that you live and the people that you touched, it's really only your generation of people who are going to ever look back at you and say, like, I'm being real here, man. Like, this might hurt some of your egos, but seriously, be realistic here. It's only the people who knew you or you were in their circle, in the probably the immediateness of it, your immediate circle, that are going to ever really ask that question. Who are going to really go, they'll be the only people you'll ever hear say, oh yeah, you remember Jed? Man, they were such a good person. They freaking used to go to charity, things all the time. They were very charitable. They used to help homeless kids in the soup kitchen. They used to do this and that. They're such a beautiful person, always being things like, at the end of the day, from a human perspective, okay, people, that's the only people who are going to really acknowledge you from outside of yourself, you know what I mean? Or your God. Do you get what I'm saying? Because after that generation, no one's going to know you or know what you did here or remember anything about you because they didn't know you. And if they didn't know you, again, unless you were some legendary reason why people should remember you, you end up just being another, you know what I mean? Just another person that was just here and gone now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad, but it's facts, dude. Like, let's be realistic here. Okay? The only person that, therefore, that being said, that you need to really care about what they thought about you in any shape, form, or fashion, or how they perceived you, how you will be remembered by, ultimately, yourself. Okay, you want to be able to, ideally, I'm sure a lot of you would like to look back at your life at the end, when you're taking your last breath and you're reflecting on your life and be able to be like, you know what, I did good, did some good things, made some positive change, saved a few lives. I did okay. I did all right. I lived my best life. I did the best I could, and that'll be your last remembering thought of yourself. Okay. Your friends, your family, them, like I said, they'll all have their thoughts of you. That's how they remember you as. If you're a good person, they'll remember you're a good person. If you're a bad person, remember you're bad, whatever, you know what I mean? But then, depending on whether you're religious or not, okay, teach their own, but if you believe in God, if you believe in, being judged at the end of your existence, and then God says, yep, this is what we remember you as. This is what we saw. This is what we think when we think of you. Because this is what you showed us in your life. This is what it is. You were good or bad. You're going to heaven. You're going to hell. That kind of thing, right? So that's what I'm saying. So there is a point to what I'm saying here, which is, even though it is a very good question, it is a very good question. Personally, my personal thoughts is, it only really matters what you think about yourself. Are you happy with the life that you're living? Do you feel that you are making a positive impact or leaving a positive footprint behind? Are you comfortable, when all said and done, with your efforts here? Ultimately, in the first person sense, that is the question you should ask yourself. Because ultimately, that's what matters the most. Because no one is going to know outside of that after a generation, after your circle is gone. People aren't going to be able to go to, well, I guess they could go to the graveyard and read a little. Sometimes people write, here lies, Fred was a great person, super nice, rest in peace. I mean, but, that still doesn't really say a lot. But you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, that's what it is. So it is a good question, But I think ultimately it's a question that for yourself, you need to be able to look back at your life and know what legacy, what you've done, if it's good enough for you. Is that how you want to leave the world? Did you do enough? Did you do your best? Did you give enough? Did you give your best? Did you make change enough? Did you change, the world in any way? Did you have a positive impact? Were you a good person or you're a bad person? You know what I mean? It's really between you and your maker, whichever that is or your belief is. So, but it is a good question. But that's just my thoughts on it. I could have kept going on it, but you get what I'm saying. Because that's what I was instantly thought when that question to me. I'm like, well, let's think about this realistically. People look at, Martin Luther King and they go, freaking fought for black rights. He's in the history books. So lots of people read the stories that was told about him. Hitler was not a great dude. He sucked. So we read the history books and we know that. We don't know that because we hung out with him. We don't know that because of first-hand experience. We don't remember Hitler and go, oh yeah, I remember him. That guy was freaking a-hole. No. We read it in the history books. So that's what my point is. The only people going to remember you is the people who, you know what I mean? You get it, right? Got it? Okay, good. That's all. I'm in this video because now I'm just kind of just furthering my thought process. But you get what I'm saying. Wouldn't mind doing a whole video on it though, because it is a thought-provoking question that you can take in so many different directions with that. You know what I mean? And it is a good one, man. Like, how did you love? At the end of the day, I think it's fantastic, really, for yourself, though. That's how you should be living each and every day of your life, asking yourself that same question. I like to look at it more as not waiting until I get to, be 150 years old or 200 years old, however long I'm going to live for, and waiting till then to reflect and look back and go, okay, yeah, this is how I'm going to be remembered. Like, this is something that is an actionable thing that from this very moment that you do actually have, you can reevaluate, you can look at yourself, you can take a moment, every single day, from the start of the day, maybe at the end of the day, go look in the mirror and see, are you happy with the person looking back at you? Do you feel like that person looking back at you did a good job leaving a positive, impact on the humanity today? You know what I mean? Anything like that. Y'all get it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this topic. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure it's not one of those things. Some people wouldn't have gone as deep on it and made it to this really complicated thing. Like I broke it down though. I told you how I felt. That's how I felt when the question to me. That's what I saw. I didn't see like I started thinking. Well, realistically, the only people who are going to freaking is my circle of people, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, which for me, maybe it's a little bit different. Maybe I have a bigger circle of people, but still my generation, I don't know how many people will be like 200, 500 years from now, be like, man, yeah, faith, man. They just don't make them like faith anymore. So I heard from my from my dad's great granddad told his granddad, his great told his great dad about faith. Like, I don't know, man. It's one of those things, man. I do want to do some type of video on this topic because it is an interesting thing. It does make you think, but different strokes for different folks. Everyone's gonna have a different thought process. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd be interested to know. And actually, I might use what you write in the comments, whatever you guys say, to make a video out of that talking about this topic. I think that'd be fun. So I'm gonna end this video here. As always, remember to leave the fullest. Keep it off tap. We out.